One engaging summertime activity for kids needs no ticket, requires no sunblock, it makes no sweat. Hang out in the air conditioning with regular summertime reading for those school-aged children. It's a healthy payoff, we know. And the pattern needs to be set early. Whether your children do a lot or a little, it is all good. My next guest, Kelcie Hansen, will help you set a regular reading pattern nice and early in hopes that it will stick. It's great to see you.
Good to see you, Brett.
It is mom's dream, I think, to have this summer reading system that will stick and will last, and we know the benefit list is long.
Absolutely. You know, studies have shown that the best way to beat the summer slide, which is essentially the learning loss between school years, is to read.
To read.
Read. And it's so simple.
Do you structure reading time or do you let it be sort of self-operative? What's your approach?
So when we add reading time next to unload the dishwasher or vacuum the hallway, it starts to feel a lot like a chore.
Yeah.
So I don't love structure really, but I love to have plenty of opportunities for the kids to choose reading.
And you've got activities and ways that hopefully push them toward that choice. First, you say we should join a summer reading program of some kind, like the library has so many good options.
Library does. All the libraries have a summer reading theme. This year, I think it's all together now, focusing on community. So check out your local library. Sign-ups are actually going on right now. And you can get signed up, and they have lots of prizes. It's for kids, babies, up to adults. So everyone can join in on that.
Outside of that organized program, you did something really fun to pump up reading and to make reading enjoyable.
Yes, so this was actually inspired by our library's summer reading program down in Santa Quin. And my friend, she saw on one of the bingo sheets that we should have a reading party. And so my friend Carrie comes to me and says, we need to put this together.
Yeah.
So I love a theme, obviously, and I just ran with it.
What was
we're
your
having
theme?
a reading party. It's just reading.
Reading.
Reading is reading party.
Books, A to Z, read.
Yes,
That's
we're
our
celebrating
theme. That's our theme.
reading.
How did your party play out? Describe kind of what you did.
Okay, so it was super simple. We had it in her backyard, and we just laid out some blankets, some awnings, a few simple decorations because it was a little bit windy. We were kind of worried about that, so we had some signs, some faux plants, you know, kept it super simple and lots of fun activities based around books.
Describe some of those simple table decorations.
Okay.
Because we want it simple, but it does set the mood.
Absolutely. Okay, so we kind of had thrown those together, and it was back when letter boards were big, you know. So I've kind of updated a little bit, made some printables. These are all going to be free for your viewers. So
thank you.
These we have. Let's see, signs like reading party welcome. I have a black and white and also this bookworm themed color.
Cute.
And we have reading quotes, book quotes out there.
I love this palette too. It's kind of like a nod to the tradition.
And fun.
Yeah, it's kind of an undersaturated traditional palette. You had a book exchange, I understand, as your key activity?
Yes. So when we invited our friends, we told them we were going to have a book exchange. Bring books that your kids have outgrown, you're not reading anymore. We set them all on a table, and they got to just pick a new one and take a new one home. So it's fun.
What a brilliant idea. I can think of 5 books off the top of my head that we are tired. They're great books, but we've just exhausted them. So I love the idea of kind of a living library where you can swap and share and come home with new reads.
Get something fresh and makes it a little more exciting and fun, right?
Okay, another activity at the party was a paper folding station.
Yes, so that is this one right here. So we have books like these fortune tellers to fold. We called them cootie catchers growing up, you know. Or the paper airplanes, and these books come with all of the papers that you need, but it also has the instructions right in there. So you just display this on the table. They can pick a paper, follow the instructions, because we want to make reading fun. And sometimes it doesn't look like what we think it should look like. It's not always sitting down in a hammock with a novel.
Good point.
You know, we're reading instructions, we're reading recipes. We'll talk about that in a minute, but you know, following those directions, that's still reading, and it's in a fun way and in a practical way.
I love the idea of having one mom just man each station, and they can kind of float around the neighborhood.
We didn't even have to man them because, you know, the moms would come with their little ones, but the older kids could kind of manage it themselves. They can read. They can see the signs, follow the instructions.
Every reader needs a good bookmark.
Absolutely, and so we're going to let them make their own. So I have 5 different ones. Let's see. Pick this one up.
Cute.
That I have made. So you can print these out. You can color, set them out so they can color, put some markers, colored pencils, things like that, or simply grab some cardstock, put a hole punch. cute little thing. They can make their own.
You mentioned reading the recipe, and that was another station that you had set up.
Yes. So for one of our books that we had done, my friend Carrie had made these miniature pies, and she made them out of this recipe book. So we decided to display the recipe book for anybody who wanted the recipe for the snacks that we served at our party. And they could also see that, again, reading in a practical way.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't have to just be, I'm going to think of that point. I'm going to think of you saying that all summer long. It doesn't just have to be book in hand on the couch. You did end, though, on a cute little nod and note. You brought everyone together for sort of a cozy story time.
We did have a story time. We just set out blankets. We had everybody bring blankets and chairs, you know, under the awnings. We cozied up, and I thought, how fun would it be at a reading party if you read books about books? Read about reading, you know? So we grabbed some of our favorites. We've got like Never Show a T-Rex a Book, or We Are in a Book.
That's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Noah Williams.
Right.
The
so
best.
fun. Elephant and Piggy, they're the best, right?
They are members of our family.
So grab some at the library. You know, you can stock your shelves, your home shelves. So
you've struck such a perfect balance of simplicity but also significance. Like this is, it sets the tone. It means something to these kids, but it was light and easy for moms to pull off. Finally, some favors as they walked out the door or out the backyard.
Yes, we're giving them some bookworms for our little bookworms.
How clever!
You know, so they're just gummy worms.
Super cute.
Ready to
oh my
go,
goodness,
you know.
you have loaded us up with so many great ideas and skills and resources to be able to pull off a reading party all our own. Where can we go to access the printables you mentioned?
So these are on my website, readwritecolor.com. You can also find them on my Instagram at readwritecolor.
All right. Read, Write, Color.
Yep.
And lots of more fun, I know, coming up on your website throughout the summer
Yes,
season.
we have lots of fun things planned. So keep reading, make it fun.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, Kelcie, thank you.
Thank you
very much.